Mapping is a data structure used to store data in the form of key-value pair. Although, mapping is not specific to the Solidity programming language, but it has very frequent use in smart contract writing due to its efficiency and security. Let's jump into the code and see how a Solidity mapping works. I have a basic smart contract structure already written. If you don't know how to write a basic smart contract, you can always switch to my Hello World in Solidity tutorial by clicking on the link at the top right corner. The link can also be found in the video description below. So let's define our mapping variable first. Here is how a mapping looks like. I have declared a mapping variable named userBalance. In order to store data into this mapping type variable, we will provide two types of variables, an address and a uint256 variable to store against that address. Now, to access back data from this mapping, we will provide one thing, the address, and it will return us a uint256 value, which was stored against this provided address. In our case, we will provide an address of a user to this mapping and it will return the balance of that user address which is stored in this mapping for this particular address. Now I am going to write two functions, setBalance and getBalance. SetBalance will take parameters or arguments. 1. The address of the user. 2. The balance amount to be stored for this address. Inside the function, I will take the parameters or function arguments and call our mapping. As you can see, we are calling our mapping data structure and providing the use address as a key and then giving the amount as the value of that key in the mapping. What our mapping will do is that it will take the user address, put it in this part, and then take the amount and put it as the value of that address, which in our case is the use balance. Next, let's write getBalance function, which will take one parameter or argument, user address. Since this is a read-only function, we will declare it as a view. Inside the function, we will simply pass the argument to our mapping and it will return the value against the provided user address. From here we can simply return the value. So, our mapping smart contract is ready. Let's try it, how it works. First, let's call setBalance function. It's working perfectly. Now, let's call our getBalance function. Our mapping is working exactly as we expected. We are able to store and read data inside of a Solidity mapping. So that's it for this Solidity mapping tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any problem, please leave a comment below. Thanks and stay tuned.